Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Drux Milan Unboxing. Molweni manene na manene kazi, bonke abakasi, nabalandele, bomdlalo omshle, bamangrindi, ase monti. Quick shout out for my friends there in East London. We all are going to keep our breath in, and we are waiting with great anticipation the return of WBO World Bantamweight Champion Zolani last born Tete, who will be defending his world title at the Arena Birmingham in the UK against interim titleist and mandatory challenger John Riel Casimero. Now, this is a very dangerous fight for Zolani Tete, I think. He's been out of action for just a few days, over a year now. The last time he was in action was in the World Boxing Super Series Bantamweight tournament, won a decision over Russian Mikhail Aloyan, and then a week before his fight in the quarterfinals against Nonito Donaire, he injured his right shoulder and his management took the decision to pull him out of a fight. Heartbreaking for us as boxing fans. We really wanted to see Tete fight Donaire, and the much anticipated potential final between Naoya Inoue and Zolani Tete remained the stuff of dreams, besides a financial loss as well for Zolani. But now he's healthy. I saw him in September at a tournament in East London. He assured me that the right shoulder has gone through rehab and he's healthy. But of course he would say that, wouldn't he? Let's hope it's the truth. And he's going to go into that ring and take on Casimero. Now, Casimero is a former two-weight world champion. We know him here in South Africa way back, I think in 2010 or 2011. He had his first challenge for a world title here, got stopped in 5 rounds by Moruti Mthalane. Ironically, around that time, Zolani Tete was also stopped in his first world challenge against Moruti Mthalane, the IBF World Flyweight Champion. But since then he's gone on, and he has done well for himself. He's won the IBF Junior Flyweight title. Excuse me. He defended that a couple of times, and then lost it on the scales. Moved up, lost his initial challenge fight against IBF Flyweight Champion at the time, Amnat Runrong in Thailand, but then knocked him out in 5 rounds in a rematch to become the IBF Flyweight Champion. Scored a good stoppage over future WBC champion Charlie Edwards, until losing that again on the scales, and since then he's ended up at bantamweight, and he's done rather well, aside from a shock defeat against tough but nothing special, his countryman Jonas Sultan. He lost the decision to him in 2017. He's now coming into Saturday night's fight on a 4-fight knockout streak, and it will be his 3rd fight for 2019. So he's got the momentum and the activity in his favor running behind him. He's your typical Filipino fighter in the sense he's awkward and he fights in explosive bursts. He hangs around on the outside when he comes in with lead rights and uppercuts and left hooks. Sometimes he sets up with a quick double jab, and then he falls in again and he's out again. And he can punch with both hands. He can hit with a straight right, he can hit with a left uppercut as well as a left hook. So he is a dangerous puncher, he can punch. But he has his drawbacks. His form is sometimes erratic, like the loss against Sultan shows. And the other thing is he can be caught coming in. Now, the first part I don't think is going to be a factor here. I think it's more the second part that Zolani Tete needs to exploit. Cesar Ramirez in his last fight could tag Casimero a couple times with an uppercut flush as well as hooks. Now, if you ask people like Siboney Sogonya and Paul Butler, Zolani Tete is not the kind of a guy where you want to get caught flush with a power punch as you rush in, because he can knock you out. Now, will we be able to knock out Casimero? Now, a lot of the factors in this fight, it seems to me, depends more on how will the inactivity and the injury, is it healthy or not, affect Zolani Tete, than what is Casimero going to do. Because Casimero is going to do one thing. He's got to keep Tete under pressure. He's got to keep the fight close. He's got to hit Tete, and he's got to try and do this while not getting hit too much himself. And that's a tough one, because Tete is a really big bantamweight. He's almost 6 foot tall. Rangy southpaw, quick jab, quick straight left, uppercut, right hook. He's got all of those things, and he can hit with authority, although he's more of a boxer who likes to move and use the perimeter of the ring. So that is a tough task for Casimero, because he'll have to overcome the height and the reach advantages of Tete. But he does have a momentum behind him, as I've said. So what does Zolani Tete do? He's got to keep the fight in the center of the ring, snap that jab, establish a jab, keep Casimero at the end of his punches, and wait for that opportunity when Casimero rushes forward, nail him with an uppercut, like he did with Paul Butler, like he did with Gonya, I believe that was a hook, and hurt him. What is going to happen? Everybody's saying Zolani Tete is going to knock him out. We like to support our own. But let me tell you something, if Zolani Tete is not 100%, if that shoulder is a problem, Casimero is going to beat him, because you cannot fight a guy like Casimero with one hand. I think besides, if we put Naoya Inoue and Nonito Donari and perhaps the WBC champion Nordin Obali, I'm not so convinced about him yet, if we put them on one side and put them in a box and forget about them, then Casimero is probably the toughest challenge in the bantamweight division that you can take there. So it's a serious fight, but I'm gambling on the fact, I'm trusting that Zolani Tete's right shoulder is going to be healthy and no problems, because he's a southpaw. That's where he sets everything up from behind his jab. So in that case, I think Casimero will give him some rough moments in the first 4 rounds or so. He'll try hard to barge in there. He'll try and use the rough stuff to unsettle Tete, because Tete, two things about him. He doesn't like consistent pressure. And he has been stopped by Moruti Mthalane, even though that was long ago. And he has been down before knocking out Sanchez in his IBF title eliminator. He was previously IBF junior bantamweight champion as well. And so he can be hurt, and he doesn't like a lot of pressure. So that's what Casimero is going to bring. So Tete will have to try and time Casimero as he comes in, and I think he will do that. At some point he's going to nail him with an uppercut or hook. It's going to stop Casimero in his tracks, and I think he's going to knock him down. When he does that, I don't think he's going to stay down. I think Casimero is tough. Only Moruti Mthalane knocked him out, just like Tete, and that was way back. But I think he's tough, and he's dialed in for this one. I think he'll survive it, but then Zolani Tete will start taking over the fight. So in the end, I think Zolani Tete is going to be welcomed back. He's going to welcome himself back to us by retaining his title in a hard-fought competitive decision. Tell me what you guys think. I think it's a serious challenge under the circumstances for Zolani Tete, and I'll be biting my nails, but I'm riding with Lastborn on this fight. And until I see you guys again, keep those gloves up.